Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my lovely people. Jum'a Mubarak. Alhamdulillah, alladhi lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. Today I am going to share with you 4 secrets in which you can learn the Quran even if you are very busy. Some of us may say, I am working, I am a housewife, hence I'm too busy to learn the Quran. That is not true. You are not too busy to learn the Quran. You can learn the Quran, I guarantee you, and it is indeed enjoyable. Deep in your heart, you want to learn the Quran. You wish you know the Quran so that you could read it without any difficulty. I'm saying that out of my experience, guys. I remember myself craving to learn the Quran for so long, trying to figure out how. I used to go to madrasa sometimes, start the madrasa, stay there for like few days and leave it. And the reason why I used to leave the madrasa after I started was because my time was always limited. It was always limited. Hence, it was always against any madrasa policy. Because if you start the madrasa, you have to, at least you have to stay 2 hours or maybe 1 hour, which I couldn't get it. It is because both my parents were never been there to send me to madrasa to learn the Quran when I was a child. But right now, as an adult, this was never enough excuse not to learn the Quran, that I did not got the pleasure to have my parents to dress me up and to send me to madrasa in my childhood. I always had that feeling something is missing. I could see the children of my age going to the madrasa, some completing the Quran and celebrating with their families. Hence, I started to develop that interest of wanting to learn the Quran day after day. I had nobody there to share my interest with as a child. I tried to learn the Quran in many times and it was fruitless. Then I started to fear. I started to fear that after failures, I was feeling that it is not for me. And I know many of you are like me. For example, when you start your business this year and it failed, you started the next year, it failed, you started the 3rd year, it failed, you will feel that this is not for me. But let me tell you guys, I did not give up. I did not give up. I realized if I need to achieve what I want, I should get the solution by myself. Stay focused regardless of fear and busyness. So I was telling myself, so what if your parents were not there to send you to the madrasa when you were young? You can still learn the Quran and you deserve it. And let me tell you guys, if I deserve to learn the Quran, you also deserve it. Everybody deserves to learn the Quran. Actually, it is not your fault that you did not learn the Quran when you were young. It is not your fault that your parents were not there to send you to the madrasa. It is not your fault that you don't know the Quran. None of that is your fault. But it is your responsibility as an adult to learn the Quran. When I realized that I deserve to learn the Quran and it is my responsibility, it was as the chain which was holding me back, broken and free from the past and all the related emotions. So my first secret is to know that you deserve to learn the Quran. Give yourself an approval. Don't ask for other people, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think what I'm doing is right? No. Give yourself approval. You are enough for yourself. You don't need anybody to approve you or maybe to give you an approval. Say yes, I can learn the Quran from cover to cover. I don't care what happened in the past. I just don't care. Right now, I'm all there, and I'm all ready to learn the Quran, no compromise. And what second secret is commitment, guys. Because if you skip today, if you learn today and skip tomorrow, learn this month and skip next month, it will not work for you. When I decided to learn the Quran, I set my goal and I started to have that vision of achieving my goal. And nothing can separate me from achieving it. I need to achieve it, and it is always in my heart. And I think, I believe I will achieve it, inshallah. And what third secret is self-confidence. If you have to learn the Quran, if you, maybe, let me say, not only the Quran, if you decide to do anything, self-confidence is the key. So you don't have to be flexible. Someone asks and criticizes you and you say, oh, is it like that? Maybe this is not the right way to learn the Quran. Maybe what I'm doing is not right. Stay focused. Stay in your confidence. Stay in your frame. Don't let people to criticize you and you just give up like that. Say, I am a strong person. I know what I'm doing, and I will do it in the name of Allah. You know, when you are confident, you will have that clear vision, which will allow you to move towards your goal, and you will achieve it. The fourth secret is the source which will help you to learn the Quran. For example, if someone has that free time, they can go to the madrasa. That is the best source. But we are talking about the busy people. And let me share with you my source. Do you see this box? This box is miracle, I'm telling you guys. It contains a lot of stuff, a lot of different books. But what we need to learn the Quran, which we have in this box, is this pen, which is electronic, and it has an earphone, it has a charger, a place to charge, and it has the earphone board. And we also have this leaflet. This leaflet has so many Quran recitations with so many sheikhs. Here is the translation section also. We have so many languages. If you want to, and we also have this Quran book. So these three, the book, leaflet, and the pen, they work together, and it has a very clear instruction. If you get it, it is very easy to understand it. For example, if you want to learn the Quran, you can choose any sheikh here. You can tap with it and tap the verses or maybe the page you want to learn. You can repeat with it so many times. You can read after it until you understand it. It is also very flexible that you can carry it anywhere you want. For example, if you are working, you can carry it in your bag. And whenever you get time, you can sit at the corner and learn your Quran. And you won't disturb anybody because it has the earphone. You plug it in, nobody will understand what you are doing, but you are already learning your Quran. And you don't need a teacher. You already have your teachers here. A very good ones. I'm telling you, the best teachers, they are here. You can choose from here. So consider it. If you like to learn the Quran and you are not learning it and you don't know the Quran, consider this. this is the best resource. The video ends here. Jim'a Mubarak again. Stay healthy. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.